Welcome back. We're here in where we're at? Tadster. Where the heck is where? I keep forgetting. Tadcaster. That's where we're at. Alright, Tadcaster it is. So we've started the new game. We're in 1950. Tadcaster has grown. We've got oil, fuel, crude coming in. We also have a steel supply and machines. I believe they're machines. Supply chain flowing in. So that's the plan here, is to continually expand that. This to Kirkland. Hopefully, we're gonna start picking up some trucks, some machine tools here. I think they're on their way back from here. So what we didn't do yet is we didn't color code our trucks on from the other side. Hello. Yeah, I just wanted to thank you. I just wanted to mix it up. We're gonna do the other map too, but I wanted to start at the beginning. I wanted to take the time to understand how, you know, all this works. So it's a pretty big map. Boom. It's a big map. So this, lots of stuff, and I want to stay kind of in a certain period. Use the appropriate vehicles, blah blah blah, things like that. So we've decided to start growing Tadcaster, and yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna color code these trucks over here because I don't know, it seems like a thing that would be fun to do. I don't know why I want to color code the trucks, but I've decided that it seems like it would be fun to do. And starting out obviously with trucks because cost, and some of it's going to stay trucks. I put a little bit of background music in because, you know, yeah, we'll kind of stay in the 50s, and that way we'll do things like that. We will do those things. Okay, I think I did some of those things. So I definitely have a plan for today. I think they're kind of a cream colored truck. Yeah, why not? Set up quite a bit. And some of these lines are gonna need more trucks in them. Like this one, we're gonna just, as we kind of look at them, we'll add a truck, because trucks obviously take longer to do everything. And I'm kind of color coding them because sometimes you look at what's going on and what are you doing? So what is this one doing? This is ore. That's close to the color they are. All right. So we currently what we have, and there's different views. We can look at different views in here too. We have topography, navigable water, land use layer. So this is an interesting thing. Yeah. So this is an interesting thing I learned, that buildings will rebuild next to buildings of the same type of use. So if we have residential and we want it to stay primarily residential, or we want to build up an industrial area, we could destroy a building and see what happens if we want this primarily to be residential or industrial. We might want to destroy a building that's of a different nature. So I kind of want to try that. So I just want to take a few little buildings out and see if industrial builds back in here. I saw a video on this. Yeah, I slightly preoccupied myself with transport fever and the shop stuff, so I'll have to maybe next maybe at the end of the stream I'll pull up some pictures of what I'm currently making, because I should use at some time use point when we have like 5,000 people in the stream, use it as a marketing opportunity. So we'll look at that, see if some of these little buildings here build back as industrial, if they decide to do that. Track speeds, these are persons. So public transport is high there, private transport in here, and then commercial supply. So we've got the commercial supply, industrial, commercial supply high. So they're going to want some fuel. So we only have this being delivered there. So we should probably start moving the material over here. So I currently just have one truck stop, and that's where all the stuff coming into town is going. But this part of town is who wants the fuel oil, right? So we should probably deliver fuel oil to those people, and that's pretty easy fix because we have the Tad City fuel delivery, and that line would be very easily corrected by taking, now I'm gonna not take it out, I'm gonna add a station and then take it out, because I think I've noticed that if you delete something like that, it'll get rid of the supply. I don't, if that's true, I don't know, but I think it might be. And is the music too loud or anything good? That's just a concern I have. And I wanted to see where. I just want to make sure I'm delivering these to the right station. Yes. Okay. And they should have been getting machines at some point. Goods and machines. Right, anyway. So we're going to move in a few industrial things, and then we're going to start spice up a little bit other things too. So we have additional wood and coal here, and I'm going to run a road. Roads are obviously horrible when they come in through AI, right? I'm wondering if I have tendrils on this side. I'm doing this like this because I want to see if our truck stop will pick up both of them. Instead of having an additional truck stop, we can just have one here, and we'll have that stuff delivered to here, in which then it can be delivered to here and to here. So we will do that. That would now be a new line from here to this truck stop. Now, I might make another truck stop there. So let's, as you start getting a bunch of weird stuff in the same truck stop, look at all this food and grain and food stuff. So looks like we're pretty efficient in getting the grain out of there. We don't have to make another truck stop. That's true. You're correct. I'm going to get rid of that. What we can do is we'll make these items come to different things. We're gonna learn all the things today, I think. How does that sound? We could have another street access there. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that's gonna be fantastic. We've got grain coming into here. We've got food. Now we have a massive amount of food delivery, so just can't get too bogged down in all of the details. So we'll be like, I don't know what to do. And then another, we're going to name that line in a minute, but we're going to take a line from here. Oh, no, we can't. We can't make another line there because we have not yet put the truck station here. Okay, truck station. Hello, Mr. Truck Station. We could put truck station right there. Okay. Now we have the other line, which we can go to here. Manage that line. That's the other one. Yeah, this is the one we didn't actually add a station to. So there. So this is going to be, we call this TAD. Came up with a naming convention. Plank delivery truck. So it's going to deliver planks to the production. So let's see how that works. Right? Yep. And if we're delivering raw materials to a truck stop, we will then call it something else. And I was calling them, that's going to be the OS POK coal shuttle. No, we didn't make all that big. Yeah, we called it shut truck. So at some point we'll have absolutely no idea what we're doing with this stuff. So we're good. Now we'll bring more material into there, and we have to get trucks. We made a truck depot over here. So I'm going to grab 2 for each of them. Go to cargo, and we're going to do the Sour C type tarpaulin truck. I think we have Benzes, and they have 7, and we can carry 11 in here. And we can carry 12 in the opal. Maybe we'll get some opals this time around. Yeah, let's get some opals. We'll do 4 to start with, and they can carry all cargo. Important. So we can take 2 of these and put them on which one? TAD. Owen, where are you? Plank coal shuttle industrial. Did we just? I don't know what we did. Pardon me. I have to do that, and then I can put them on the Owens Plank Owel shuttle truck. Perfect. And then these can go on the TAD. I don't even know. Plank delivery truck. You gotta look at the colors too. Yes, yes, that is what we wished. Let's go back here. We're gonna go back to there and manage vehicles and give them a color right off the bat. Otherwise, we shall forget. That's kind of a weird color. Some of them get kind of the same color-ish. All right. So we kind of have this little corner managed. This truck will take stuff, deliver planks there if there's anything made, bring them back to here, right? And then our delivery trucks from here. What are we making? What are we making? Yeah. Okay. Good night. Okay, let's see how things start. We do have to manage. This is just like managing a. That's gonna go to there, and they're picking up. They're delivering stuff. Machine shuttles, planks and coal. They just basically go all to the same one, don't they? Food supply. We have a lot of trucks coming here. Okay, let's give him a different terminal. You go to 4, okay? Yeah. So that means we have to take the Owens Plank Coal shuttle truck, manage that line, and have them go to Upper Tadcaster and deliver to 4. So at least they're going, delivering and picking up at the same place. So if you start, this is basically the same as like configuring cargo for trains, right? So it's not, seems annoying, but it may be a necessary training thing. So we have grain, all the grain trucks go there, so that's good. Machine tools. What are we're delivering that stuff here. I'm going to deliver those. Manage the line at Upper Tadcaster, which is where we are. We'll start putting those there so we don't overload anything. But this is our food, our delivery for stuff into Upper Tadcaster. So it does seem we may want to put a couple more trucks on there. If the more we deliver to town, the better we are. And then we have food going up here. And I think that's that truck. The Owens food shuttle truck, which managed that vehicle. Managed that line. Look at that. Well, Owens South East. No, it's a grain one. I gotta look at this. Owens Tad shuttle truck. Okay. So this one goes to Owens East, Upper Tads to Highland Road. So, where are you located within our thing? At Upper Tadcaster, you are using 2, which makes sense. Maybe let's try 1. Yeah. So we start spacing some of that food around. Grain will be delivered there. And you are Oaks Pipe. Does that relatively make sense to us now? We should get logs in here too. Why? Oh, you know, we need to bring them logs. That's why, because we're not that smart. That's why nothing's happening there, because there's no logs. I wonder, I bet the computer will say, we should bring them logs. Yep, right there. I bet they will. That's a long distance. Since we are probably producing things, let's throw a few more trucks on that line and see what happens there. Perfect. All right. That may take a small amount of time for all that to start really functioning properly. We'll go back here, look at that in a period of time. But I think we have this particular area covered. We have things happening here. They want fuel and machines. So eventually the machines will start flooding into there and they'll come to here. Once they start producing, I'll put that in there. But we do have kind of a fuel delivery need here. And we could take it looks like he's filling up. We are doing well money-wise, so we haven't totally bagged that. Some of our newer things like this, the plank delivery, city fuel delivery, coal shuttle, and that will get better as they deliver things and more stuff comes into the system. Isn't that all the tricks are pretty? Our bus lines do quite well also. So we're in the green, red, black. There's plenty of people who want to move around, so that's good. Right. I am going to, we have grain there, but we don't need to tap too much into that grain, I don't think. Since we are in Tadcaster and we have 2 bus stops, I made 2 bus stops. I want to just pause this. I hate to destroy part of the city that we just built, but that is building nicely. But, you know, these things do happen. I want to put a new bus station in here, which how am I going to? The bus station is a road. Bus, tram, shuttle bus. Bus halt 2. So it's actually part of the road, so that's good. So maybe we'll run that around this side now. To shifty shift. Like that. Okay. I don't know why it's all in German. Options, bus. There are things there that I don't know what it says. So I believe we have 2, maybe 85 bus stations. And we'll come back and connect that up there. And I think this will really kind of help, right? Alleviate some of our pain. It is. It's right downtown, so we're good to go. Okay, we don't need to do that. So Tadmore passenger line can get managed, right? London after York Road, we can add a station here at Lower Tadcast. I'm gonna leave it in there so it kind of beds in a little bit, and then we'll remove the other stop. And then the same thing with this one. We have that manage that line, and we will manage that line. We're at New Road. At a station, which would be here. So we got the 2 Lower Tadcaster. We have 4 of them. We can run them in there like that. I think I want to do that. Tadmaster Flash. And well, I don't know. Are we getting this right? 4, 1. That's good. That'll be perfect. Actually, maybe we should just get rid of London Road right away. People will move over there. They'll be fine. We won't. We will be. I don't want to keep going on there. That line. Manage that line. Get rid of New Road. And yeah, everyone's kind of moving over there. Yeah. Perfect. Otherwise, it's been kind of, look, everyone's like, we have to go to the other place. Then you got a nice bus station right in town. Which, you know, that's a nice thing. And do we need any additional coverage? Look at that. Maybe we're gonna need a small commuter bus that brings a bus into there now. I don't know. The AI is like, we should build a really bad road here. Yeah, I agree. Ooh. Apparently I imported all kinds of German stuff, so I don't know. I think we'll do that. We're just gonna start. Oh, there's probably people out here. The town is gonna grow a little bit, I believe. I think we're on track to have things grow. I'm doing that just to connect things. Okay, let's do a new line. Lower Tadcaster, we'll do that at Terminal 4. Yep, And then we'll go, why is, yeah, there. And you can go right on back to there, yeah. So we'll call that, I don't even know what we called our other stuff. Okay, Tad City Passenger Bus. Let's call it that. Tad City Pass Bus. Perfect. And then we'll just get one one small bus for that. I'm also looking to significantly grow like one town. That takes 4 people, and I think we'll take the one that takes 10 people. And we can put that on the TAD City Passenger Bus. Yes. So that works. And in the future, we will run our passenger train through here, kind of up the coast. Boom. Because we don't want to really have small pasture runs or any small train runs. So we can feed stuff into centralized locations like that and then deliver larger amounts of freight to larger cities. So you could have a freight line that goes, out like this to here, something to Newcastle under Lyme. Apparently I'm in England. I like that. I'll bring it along here. Cool. We can put a station here. You can go to these places. But then we've got, many places. At some point I might do some train editing to put navigable waters so we can send a ship around. But right now there is really no ship transport. You could take stuff from here somewhere or potentially around this area. But there are some pretty cool looking places, and there's a medium opportunity for things to spawn. But I decided to start here. All right. So are we bringing any logs into here? Have we brought any logs? Ooh, look, we got planks. Oh yes, very good. What are you gonna pick up? You have logs, so yeah, we're bringing in the logs. The things like that are happening. Please pick up planks. I want you to pick up planks too. Okay, you can pick up planks. Pick up planks. Come on. You're bringing in logs, so we're producing more planks. So that is good. Planks. No. You need to pick up planks. Well, it does seem like we could probably add another group of trucks on there because there's enough going on there. Look at our supplies have dwindled here. That is interesting. It is because we have added. Gonna send you to the depot, so we got a few less. Owens Tad shuttle truck. You are probably building enough material for what we need, and you have plenty of logs coming. Who are you? Yeah, you are you. You are you. I just kind of want to know where these guys are. Now that you know someone needs logs, all you're going to do is carry logs. That's what you're going to do. Oh, look, oil. There's a fancy little oil stop along the way. Maybe we should do that. All right. That's a nice little line we can do. We can add a line there from here to here. Add crude shut truck. Right, perfect. And then we can take the truck we just sent to the depot and move that over here. And do that. Boom. It is quite amazing how much time you can spend in this game. Do such. Did our experiment work here? I don't need your tip. Don't need your tip. Not really. They rebuilt. They built back something else. But I'm going to destroy that again and see if we can get more industrial to build there. So, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it'll be a thing. I don't know. So we have 38 million. Yeah, it really probably kind of is. Oh, I have all these. Did I keep all these stupid tracks in? Oh, we're gonna have to work on that. Well, this would certainly be an end of the line situation, right? How much does something like that cost? $1 million. I definitely would want to run. Definitely would want to run the trains right downtown here. And would I put 4 tracks in, because at some point we will have more. Then you kind of destroy your industrial base. Now, I wouldn't mind putting a train station out here, but then we lose the effect of having it all come through here, right? Yeah, because if we fill it in, then we can determine where we want our other passenger, we want our lines to go, right? Because this is going to be the passenger line. The other part can be right on this line and be cargo, and I think we should just plan ahead. I think so. I agree with you. There's some nice big buildings there that we're going to destroy too. That's horrible. But I kind of thought it would happen. Might as well get it before too much gets placed in there, right? Because that's all kind of tied in. Everyone's pretty happy to walk into there. And we can bring different people into there. So we're going to put it right there. Boom. Yes, this is true. And we will run these tracks out. I'm not going to start putting trains on yet, and we're not going to go with the super fast tracks, and we are not going to use catenary. Construction not possible. Why not? Right. So whatever we do has to meet up with these guys. Truck here. Freight will go basically like right next to it. We'll end freight here also. We will make things glorious, in my opinion. We're gonna leave that gap in there. And at this point, the station is long enough, we can always make it bigger. That's what I'm thinking there. Okay. Freight will also eventually have to go into here. Because there's a lot of things here that just are going to delve into there. They will be glorious. All right, buildings. Cargo. Well, you know, we don't need a. We do need kind of. I just want to see how fancy that looks. Essentially, we would put it like right. I think like something like that. Like here, right? So it's gonna. Well, we just put it. I can't delete that station yet. So we can still do city delivery of freight, but yeah. Boom, 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 boom. We can do. I think cargo would be best there, but now there's something in the way. City's gonna kind of grow. Can we do cargo over here? Do we already have all our cargo infrastructure? We can do cargo right there. And then we can, that can all be moved around. I don't want to destroy this. I don't know. Immediately we are perplexed with a quandary. I think freight can go here. I don't think we need more than 4 lines for freight, and if we do, we can expand onto the other side. I agree. There are probably many very bad decisions we're making here. But that's okay. Why do you want to be curvy? Yeah, that's all going to be bad. Immediately we know it will be bad. And we can put 2 truck stops here right off the bat. Those are truck stops, right? Those are not truck stops. Those are bus stops. They sure look like bus stops. Truck stops, I mean. I'm putting 2 there because we can separate the material going in and out when we add all that. We have probably broken some roads, right? Tadcaster South. That's only the passenger stop cannot be used by cargo vehicles. What am I doing? Show me what I'm doing. Oh, did we? Oh, look, we made a bus station there. That's pretty cool. Like, we can't pick anything up here, sir. Why did I keep doing that? Look at that. It said, yes, you were wrong, but we will help you. I didn't color that truck either, did I? Okay, so these roads have filled themselves in, but they're not really good. So let's take some roads. Do the curvy bit. We're just going to help the city a little bit grow. You have to click. AI always like, I'm going to put possibly the worst road I can in for you. This is kind of like we have a junction of a sort. Don't care. So since I'm gonna make nice roads, I'm gonna have to do something like this. I don't care about that road. That road we are going to have to care about. And some of these can be country. Yes. This can be a straight road. Let's do that. That's weird. Why won't you let me connect? There. Not impressed there that much, but I'm okay with it. And we'll go back here. Country road that comes from here. That wants to do weird things. Now we go back here, we grab that again. I don't really think we need a bridge there at all. Why would you want to do that? You know, just try to make a mildly decent road connection without having ugly stuff. There. That's better. There's like some, we need to do something with some of that. Does that look good? It does look good. There will be a road construction project here when we get to the point of actually putting the train in, but now we have to hope that Tadcaster can recover from the major infrastructure project, which I think it will, because we're bringing them things they need, right? Hopefully you're getting planks. Are you getting planks now? You can't do that. No, why aren't you getting planks? Why is no one taking you planks? I know why. Are you taking planks? Are you gonna take planks? Why won't anyone take planks? Maybe we have to make a completely different line because everyone wants to take coal. I'm bringing you wood, but I'm not taking any planks from you. I'm not going to give anyone planks. Put the planks. They're not moving any planks. Because they go to here. Boom. Maybe there's a... Okay, Tad Fuel City coal delivery truck is being delivered there, right? Manage that line, and we are delivering an upper Tadcaster at number 4. At upper Tadcaster, we have the Kirkland Owens Tad Fuel City. Manage that line, and you are picking up at upper Tadcaster there. Yeah, well. Really, someone should be bringing you planks. That's just all I'm saying. I'm going to make one, because I want planks. I'm just going to make another line. I'm going to make another line. That's what I'm going to do. Stop. We will build a headquarters one time also. New line, upper Tadcaster, number 4. Right? Yes. And I'm going to go here. Haha. O Street branch. So this is just going to be planks. Truck. Oh, yeah, and then we want you to go there, and go to number 2. And when you go there at O Street branch, you will load only planks. Boom, 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 boom. You're gonna load whatever you want, but you will only unload planks. Or load planks. So that means we need another truck. Cargo. Benz. 48 horsepower. 8. The Solar with stakes gets 13. Let's get 2 of those. I think that will work. We're going to assign that to the Tad truck planks thing. Yeah. And I know we're gonna get planks someplace. Now eventually we might need we do need to bring, well, we've got food here. So we're transporting 100% of that. We have that line. Maybe we're gonna just scale back a couple trucks, I think. We're not gonna get rid of them. We're just gonna put them in the depot. So I think we kind of balanced that a little bit. Yes, we have. I think we actually... There's a grain thing here, but I don't think it's worth bringing that in. We probably, if we could, we'd want to bring more fuel into here and oil. Let's look at our storage situations. We do have enough material going in here. And it's always good to add a platform or 2. Yeah, I think we have enough of this. This is oil, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, we have one truck on there. That is not good. So that's why we're not really getting that much of that. You guys all want to go? No, you can't because you're not the right kind of truck. We haven't been paying attention to that. So we will clone. And then we will clone. So then we should have enough material getting refined. Because we're bringing it in. And I bet, listen, we've got the wrong truck going there, I bet. Gonna replace you with that. Did you pick up oil? Oh, you did. I left him pink. All right. With logs and steel, of course, we'll have all the coal and logs in the world. I didn't realize drugs were inside. Yeah. So this is like my station pickup to take stuff to the other town. So we should start producing more fuel. Oh, should we bring more? I have a lot of oil. Oh, look, you can refine oil here and make plastic. Should we make plastic? Plastics and steel go. Ooh. Yeah, and city skylines, I believe that is correct. So I am going to take a small break, right? And then what I'll do is leave. I can do two things. I can leave the truck up, right? Which I think might be cool. Or I'll leave the truck up because I did make a. Or I can take a break. I can do like a screen like this. But I think maybe you just would rather take about a few minutes to watch the fuel truck. I think that'd be kind of fun. Yes, we have pink, yellow, red, green. They're all going all around. Yeah. So I'll be back in a few minutes. And I'm back. Alright, so probably go out of this. Things are probably like this guy's got one truck and he's got a fair amount of grain there. Yeah, he could get another truck. And he should be blue. Who was in charge of this? Yeah, some of these things could use. Is anyone just getting planks? Yeah, there's planks showing up there. The other guys don't want to take any planks. So they're horrible people. I think this one has just the one truck also, and he's got a decent amount of material. These guys have lots of bus people. 50? 20? Yeah, well. They could probably use another bus. He'll get there eventually. 76 shell truck. That's that one. That seems to be operating appropriately. 83. You got 4 trucks there, so you seem to be doing okay. Too bad you don't actually bring anything back, but you're still making money. And if you you have to kind of make sure you give enough storage for these guys. Yep, definitely. So we kind of see if they're producing enough, taking enough away, because otherwise if you don't have enough being taken away, it kind of deteriorates. Excuse me. So yeah, we'll do that. A lot of that could change and move around as we get better at things. This one has, you could probably use another truck. Let's give them 2 trucks, because we want that grain and food production to keep going. Yeah, so we're good. We have the additional, we have more coal plugging in here. 64, but we got enough trucks going back and forth. And we got machines here, so all the things that are happening in the way they should be. You can start getting some machines into this town. They have 54 people on the bus pad. They got enough buses, I think. I'm going to make a city delivery here, and then we'll go on to the other part. Yes, I know that. Buildings, cargo, truck. They have these items here. Okay. We will make a new line that goes from the truck thing there from this truck thing here. Where are the machines being delivered? I guess it won't matter if we can assign them an upper Tadcaster anything. So that'll be the MOR city delivery truck. Perfect. And we got this guy here. And I think at this point we're just going to do one. And we can go there. Boom. Manage vehicle and give him a nice color. Okay, there we go. And we did put more fuel trucks on there. I'm gonna give them another truck because we're producing more material there. So yes, these guys are doing fantastic. Things are, I think, growing well. We might be producing material. Okay. So the next stop, because I evaluated this way a little bit. They went bread and bricks, conmat, construction materials. But to get bricks, they make bricks here, right? But there is no stone being produced anywhere within a reasonable distance. And I think stone is like way over here, and I guess no one's. We could take stone to there and haul it crazy distances, but I don't think we're getting there. I don't think we're getting there. Still making money. Our accounts are good. So that's kind of the goal here too, is not to have useless lines. See, the other map out of the game has quite a bit of random stuff that's not really doing anything. This is an easy one. Boom. We're just gonna run a truck to here, I think, because this can be a distribution point. I would think, yeah. So let's just do that. We have truck station. Wish the truck stations weren't so ugly. There. And then there. Haha. And eventually we have to get material here. So if you wanted to have fun, you could do something like that. These guys all want fuel oil too. So again, we want the plastic and we want the steel. Okay, I want to look at this once. They deliver planks, yeah. So what will happen is steel will eventually get delivered to here, and I guess yeah. So we actually need to feed this demand. We would probably actually need to get this developed up, right? And there's no real. Oh, here's stone. Oh, lots of stone, lots of bricks and stone. So yeah, that's good. The map is so big, so I think, you know, coming up next, bring some of this material into here. Oh yeah, we could do a little teeny boat across there. Hey, I don't know. We'll see, but we are going to put a road here. We will put a road here. All right. Yes, that's. I think we might put a boat there even. But this would be, yeah, you know that. But you gotta have to make for the boat to make money. You have to have distances. The game pays you by distance. Otherwise, doesn't care if you. I took 1,000,000 miles to go there. Nope. It's distances as the crow flies. Now this is going to be a fancy long road. Ooh. I think we need just a tunnel here, hey? Yeah, I think we do. That's a lot of money for a road. Well, I think we're just gonna road it. Because you wouldn't necessarily put a big giant tunnel in there, would you? And you wouldn't do that either. I'm not trying to be super realistic or anything, I'm just... taking the time, making it kind of fun. And since it's a truck, you can just kind of go over the hills and... Nope, don't need bridge. Don't need bridges or tunnels. Yeah, we have made a beautiful roadway. So this is our truck route from here. They're going to eventually bring plastic into town, into there. But that'll create the demand for the plastic. That's a beautiful. That's not really great road there, but we'll probably forget about it eventually. Okay. Now that's going to have to be a route. And we're going to... Okay. How do we want to do this? What did I deliver there? Oh, machines are being delivered there. Okay. So plastic and steel. I guess it probably makes sense. Doesn't matter because we have to have that happen. So Hadley North, Gates plastic delivery. Let's do truck. Okay. Right, so this is going to be refined oil, and we're going to get steel. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We will make a route line from here to here. Right? Yeah, because we're going to bring a truck into here too. No, yes. That's going to be the Gates North. Crude oil. Okay, crude is one thing. Oil delivery. Okay, truck. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll put a truck on it and see what happens. Right? We did not put a line here, so we're just gonna run a truck to there because why not? Well, do we want to do that? Maybe they take this to here and then they fuel stuff. I think that's an idea. Not a good idea. Managed line. So Gateshead. So we're gonna actually Gateshead North, Kensington after Gateshead North. Let's move this around a little bit. Add a station. We're gonna take that to there and to there, because what that'll just end up bringing. We get Gateshead North. Somehow or another, we'll get crude oil to here. I don't know if I like that idea. I don't really like that idea. So scrap it. We're gonna make a new line. It's just gonna be this to there. That's gonna be Gates crude. How do you call it? CRD shuttle truck. It's all truck now, right? What is this line? Is that our? There is nothing in that line. That was something we never completed. So we will then have this other line. Yay, this is going to be kind of a main distributing point here for going to here. Yes. So this is the Kerr Gates South delivery. What happened to you? Was it clicked on a button that didn't want to be clicked on? Did I even get that line? Probably not. No, it did. Yeah. So that's the Kerr Gates. Is that it's Gates how Gates Kerr Gates South. Kerr Gates South. Call it delivery truck. I don't even know. I don't even know now. Okay. So technically, there are trucks that come from here with steel. And they go here. Which is good because we need steel for this. And then we will have refined fuel being delivered to here, right? And then we will also have trucks going from here to there with refined oil, fuel, whatever you want to do. And they'll probably bring fuel and steel, and then we'll have this truck getting plastic and steel, bringing these things back. So we need 11,251 trucks. And we have a truck place here. Yay! And we were going to go all cargo types. They take 12. They take 13, which they take 11. They take 12. Let's give the Opel Blitz Tarpaulin truck. Yes. And we're going to get 10 of those. That'd be a 1 and a 0. Buy. Now, we have to assign them. How's our other city? Did it burn down yet? No, did not. And eventually, and all those things we're bringing back and forth here, like the boxy things, I think those are goods. They will show up in here too, because we have machines, goods, fuel, and food. And we are doing good on money. Got 48 million. Various diagrams show the development. I know. Okay. So to start with, I'm gonna shove them on the far end down here at the delivering back and forth. So we'll have 2 trucks going there, and then we'll have 2 trucks. Let's see what this is called. Do we even know? Gateshead City Delivery. We have Kirk. I think this is the GT South. I think we went 2 on there. Right, we have some left. So, because I am completely knowing, we have trucks on there. Right, we have truck on there. We have truck on there. We have trucks on there. That would probably eventually, we'll probably need maybe more. Right? Yes, probably maybe more. You are going to deliver there and you have trucks. And you are there and you have trucks. So, fantastic. That seems like a, could use more. No. And what are we gonna give? Okay, so I think we have trucks on everything, so that's good. And if you're new to here, say hi, stop by, subscribe, like, do all the weird things that people do. All right. Now we're gonna have to just let some of that bed end. We have crude being delivered to be refined into oil, and oil will go for plastic, and then the plastic will be sent here in combination of steel from here to be made into goods. The goods will then be shipped back to here. In fact, they will go to here. And in the delivery of planks, they will go to here. And eventually make their happy way over to here, where we are making the things that people want, like here. So if we put a city station in here, we'll do a city delivery from here. Maybe? Yeah, we'll do a city delivery from here. And that'll start driving demand to Curtin and Lindsay, because we are, I believe, in a British themed tropical location. So let's do that, and then we'll put a bus here, and then we'll look at our first rail connection. We'll figure out where we want to put our first rail connection. We kind of determine where we want to have our first station, but we need to have a connection. So we have truck stuff, solid plan. They are solid, aren't they? I mean, we have a truck connection here. Oh, and we might as well. That's gonna be our truck. Do we put truck? Do we want to put truck and freight all in the same place? Let's just kind of do that, because this will be a growing city at some point. I would think, right? This is how this works. That's a big one. We can shift that a little bit. We all know that it's important to just start putting the bigger thing in there, right? I guess the truck should probably go where it was going to go. Yeah. Street, city. Because eventually we'll probably throw people to a different city here, from here too. And buildings, cargo, because we're just delivering to the city, so that's all we need to do. Yeah, I kind of like just to, for some reason, to do that. Okay, so we need a line. Ooh, it's a red line, a burgundy line. They can go from our station down in Lower Tadcaster. So we can call that the Tad Cur S bus. All right, let's give them. Let's just you know, they're probably gonna. I'd say 2 buses at least. Oh, look at that! They saw 21 people. I think we'll just give them 1 bus for now. Well, you know, 2 of those would be fine. Buy 4. I'm gonna make them burgundy, and we're gonna put them on the Tad Kirkman Sower bus line. Yes. Hello, people. Where are our bus? Yeah. I thought you were supposed to be red. Well, apparently you can't color them. Look at you. And they have coverage on the city, so that's a beautiful bus line station. I don't like, the other little bus line stations are kind of ugly, so. All right, now let's put that other truck delivery line in. New line, truck. Ooh, a purple. And we'll call that the Kerr City Delivery Truck. It's like we're supposed to know what any of this is going to mean, and we really only need. Oh, we have a. Yeah, we don't have it. I don't want to have a truck come from the other city, and I think we only need one of those. We'll give them the opal. The opal. We could color him purple right away. We don't really have a purple, do we? Yeah, we do. City delivery. Look at it. We got something going up there. Fantastic. Ooh, New Haven has founded an oil well. Right. So they will start to grow. Now they have a connection. Tadcaster is doing perfectly fine. Tadcaster seems to be doing quite well, huh? So 413. So we started at like a smaller number. So we have a lot of food coming in. We still need to bring more supplies of these things in. So we're apparently not actually getting any of that in there. Look at this. We have all these tool things. And the tool things should be going up here. So they should be getting deliveries from the Morris City truck. And he has 2 of them. Where is he? Where is he? He is on his way to deliver the first, I'm going to say, tools to town there. At some point, the councils are going to decide that they need to improve that road between the two. So we do need, look at this, we're getting a lot more grain in here now. So that's the thing, we have to we have all the things kind of popping in here, that's good. Where's this stuff going? Shuttle truck, that's going there. Fantastic. 100, ooh, Tad Green delivery truck. Where do you go? Oh, yeah, you're going back and forth. And what do you... Yeah, it's just a ton of stuff going. And we could do even better, apparently. You're still delivering fuel there? Or did we... oh, did we never... Did we never... Oh, yeah, we did. Okay. Oh. We might be making a problem here. Tad fuel delivery. Okay. Tad crude shuttle. Maybe it comes around here and delivers. Whatever it's doing, it seems to make it sense that it's doing it. Okay, I was slightly concerned that I was just delivering fuel. He doesn't need to go there, but so we need to change that. See, it's like immediately it's all screwed up, right? So I have no idea what I'm doing. So whatever this guy is doing, he is stopping at North Street for some reason, and that's not necessary. But I have him coming back. He's just delivering crude, and when he gets to Tadcaster Central, right, he doesn't need to do anything. Now we have Tadcaster City Fuel Delivery. And they're delivering fuel to there. It does. So we're just going to add a truck to there. Boom. And this is where you end up wanting to start building the trains in, because you really just can't deliver stuff the way you really want to. We have just a ton of 150 fuel, right? So these trucks, you basically can crank all these up and still not deliver enough fuel. Now we've brought more grain in. We have 150 of these, and we have all these trucks, right? And they're just cranking, just cranking it out. But we have at least 2 of these trucks in here, so we can pop up a few more. And then we just really need to get more fuel up to here too. So this line is the delivery truck. We should make this line a different color, like green. No. Did I select that color? No, I believe I don't even know what I'm doing now. I was pretty much of the impression that I had chosen a green. Now we have to change vehicle. Close enough. So that line goes to there. It's delivered, made into fuel, right? So we've got. No, we're doing pretty good there. That's not an overly excessive amount of stuff. But it wouldn't hurt to configure and add storage. Just to make sure we're not losing out on anything. So, yeah, I think that's as good as we can do, right? We're trying. We've got all the things doing all the things that they should be doing, I believe. Oyster is getting some stuff. They're getting the things they probably can need, some of what they need. We have $60 million, so we can explore our next options. So we eventually want to run trains. We want to run passenger trains. We got buses coming in here and here. Where would be the best place to run a passenger train? It's a good question. We went freight too, so freight eventually has to go to places that gather up a lot and bring it to a central distribution place, blah blah, fancy things like that. But we have some industries here that have things, I don't know. You can do passenger, and it'll pass here. I'm not going to stop a train there because we do have bus going there, so we could bring passenger. We do want to bring passenger up through here, and through here, I think. And then I would put freight here and funnel everything into here, freight wise also, because then you can take freight back to there. So this is our kind of our collection net. At some point, this is a train route, right? But we'll develop this truck wise and then develop a train. And this is, this is all pumping stuff into the system too. So a line that comes up through, through here, grabs the people and the freight. So we'd probably want it to come in like this. Passengers, freight goes out this way. But we also want it to look good, right? You take trains right along here, and that would look super cool. New Haven's kind of big, not really big. Rail here. This is your cut. We bring all that into there, and then you have to come to the next place of where do we go next for rail? It would be. This actually has a nice little valley cut through it, so it's actually a very good place for rail. Boom, right? But let's, before we finish up for the day, let's start figuring out where we want to place our items here, because this is going to be a through station, and it's going to basically disrupt what's here. But having passenger this side, freight this side, we have little or no industry in here, and we will probably destroy what we have right now. That's okay. It'll grow because there will be things coming to it. Right? So that is what things that are happening that happen. I hate to destroy basically 90% of the city, but it's just a thing. And we, this stuff in here, we can bring small rail lines into here. That's the other thing, is how will we do that, right? Main connections, you are okay. You will be better. It's like the bionic man and the bionic woman. Buildings, trains. Okay. So we will start with passenger line. I like that one. Isn't that one nice? Very period. We don't need a large station here for that. I am going to put 3 tracks for that. And I'd like to put a nice fancy bus station in there too, but the city at this point does not really warrant that. They really only warrant the small type thing, because the catchment is there. I don't need buses, I don't need anything, but at some point we may need buses, right? Yes, it's a nice looking station, and we will put freight right on the other side of that. Now freight can go through, and we're going to bring a few lines into there, so I'm going to leave that at 4. We're going to have a through line, right? Going to bring material in and continue on. Like such. And we probably need to do some of this. Brush strength. Because it's otherwise it's just a big mess. That costs us a fair amount of money, probably. Yeah. Ooh. Because the tracks are going to come in here and they'll settle down when they get in there. But sounds good. Yes. Perfect. Road. You're going to have a level crossing here. That's just the way it's going to be, I guess. And we'll see what kind of encouragement we can make them have out here, since we disconnected that. And this will be, what is that, one-way? Country road. There you go. Your main connection is back. Nothing's crying at us. We will need a road through here also. City. Straight. Like that. So thoughts are, you know, you could go with track. So I'm just pigeonholing stuff here. This is not how it will go. Something can go like that. Through here. That'll be nice. Through here to maybe over here, somehow like that. Bring boom, 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 boom into the small station in here. And same here. We could possibly bring stuff up through here. And then passenger line, we'll run the passenger line along here. So it's kind of fancy. And then the freight also, we'll do the main freight along there, do couple lines, because we're gonna make sure that this freight can get into that system, and then that freight can get into this system, and all the good things happen. They move and shuttle together. I believe that makes sense. I think so. We'll put that back on there. We don't need, I don't know why they act as if we never played the game. But yeah, they're gonna be happy. And this well, the problem here now is that we don't have I don't think we have connectivity to any part of the city. But that's okay. We'll be fine. Now for here, do we want to look at that? Look what they're doing. They're putting a building right in front of the train. So we should probably just put some track, just to get it to the end of town. Just do that. Like, we want to build here. Well, you know, you're not gonna. That doesn't really. No. It is what it is. I'm not gonna fret too much. And this will be our outbound freight line. Yes, and just push it in. We get a straight line out and a straight line out of there. Because we kind of did that on the other one too. Yeah, it's kind of an angle there. Once we get the tracks in there, we'll kind of smooth it out, make it pretty. And we'll probably eventually, I guess, more or less, I think the freight is going to come in. I want to have it go through that little thing there, but I don't know if that's going to make sense. Maybe the freight will come around. I'll think about it. We'll figure it out when we do it. But I prefer to have long runs of freight. Let's see if we've. Oh, look at this. We've got plastic and steel. Look at that. Where's our trucks? Where are you? Okay. You're not doing anything. What truck are you? 90. And where are you? Ooh, you're gonna probably pick up plastic. Look at you. Oh yes. You've picked up all of the plastic. That is excellent. Wonder what this ride is like. It's not a bad ride if you're passenger between the lakes. Maybe maybe a little shuttle. We have plenty of time to figure that out. And if you're watching, you can smash the like button. The YouTube algorithm apparently likes that. He seems to be a very attentive driver. Ooh, coming here to pick up materials. He's only got steel to pick up. Yes, we forget steel. Not a lot, but it's enough, right? And his compadre should be there. And we have plastic. So yeah, the stuff is making it where it needs to make it. Okay. I'm gonna hold that for a second. Play. Open, close. What if I could do scene 2? Scene 2 is a window capture. Window capture, Chrome live streaming. Yeah, okay. Cancel. So, okay. So what I was going to do is I was going to just grab a couple pictures as we were talking about before. I have to go to the picture place. Hence the picture place. Window capture. I'm trying to find a. I'm trying to edit this, so. Browser. Try that. Added a browser source. I have, maybe. No, that's really. Oh my god, why is this so hard? Yes. Window capture. That's a window. There we are. Okay. Now we're doing it. So, this is some of the things that we have done. We just did this. I'm trying to see if I can not completely destroy my privacy. All right. Okay, then I can see what's going on. All right, and that's just something that we just recently did. Something we're developing. I do like a lot of like service gifts, military service gifts. So I'm working on doing things for first responders now. That's just a couple. We just finished this. USS Texas. I'm working on another version of that, and a USS Arizona. I have a couple other ships out there. This was a pretty cool one. A lot of tank type things. Not well, this is a Bradley vehicle, but yeah, the lot of gifts. You know, you got a lot of. You know, there's also my state park maps. So West Virginia, I've got about 20 states that I do right now. Those are kind of fun. And this is the no, it's just started doing larger aircraft ones also. I do a lot of airplanes too, so those can filter into here. It's all wood that we process and have in our property. And different kinds of, obviously different kinds of tanks. Boom. Not a tank, but a thing. Not all the pictures are on here. And oh, ornaments. We do a lot of ornaments when it comes time for that. So yeah, I could spend all night doing the advertisements, but there's little things like trays, and keychains. So yeah, that's what is generally what I do in the shop. There's a lot more. A lot more. But we can see where we are at in the city-wise, and I think we'll probably wrap things up. We are only showing that now, yes. Okay. So yeah, that's just a small portion, and thank you. Yeah, so I think that's a plan for next time. Maybe we'll try and get a train going on there. Hey, where will we put our depot? I think the depot needs to go in Tadcaster. Or do we put the because I don't want to have like 20 depots, right? And when we have a depot, we will have to have it go from someplace. So I guess a depot. Might as well place the depot, and then we can say we have a depot. Because we can cross over these tracks down here. Should we put the depot in the freight side, or should we put it on the passenger side? I think we'll put it on the passenger side because we can cross over. And we'll come here and do a little smoothing. So it doesn't look all crazy. Yeah, I think that'll be good. We'll get a passenger line in, and then the other stuff, and go from there. Look at all these people. How many people are here? Oh, the Tad Kirkland bus line is doing pretty good. So this one's making money. That one's making $159,000 for a bus line. That's because it's very far. Tad Moore's still making money, 109. We're moving people around. And the Tad Ostry is making 161,000 miles. So no problems with profit or money at this point. We've got some of these are tougher. Well, look at that. The Tad Grain one makes a ton of money, like $1 million, almost $1 million. And we only have 4 that aren't totally profitable, but they really can't be blamed because it depends on supply. So yeah, I could actually play a lot more, but I probably should be done and chill out. But I think it's worked well. I appreciate everyone stopping by. And yeah. Can't guarantee tomorrow because I got a few things I need to finish up, but we'll see. That's fine. I'd like to have a schedule on doing this stuff, but sometimes my shop's stuff takes priority. It always takes priority. We'll save that. And you all have a good night. I think we can do a fancy, well, I should make that to say goodbye or something.